Hello, I am Martin Fencka and welcome to the first episode of another of my Thea 2 The Shattering series. So, in the previous series, or at the end of the previous series, we unlocked Triglav, and that's the god that we're gonna play as this time. But I also said that I want to do some achievements, so we will focus on one achievement that's called a Rat of Destiny, and yes, that's the one where you have to pick a rat as a chosen and have to complete not the game. The requirement is to finish the divine quest with a chosen that started as a rat. So if the chosen gets transformed into something else throughout the playthrough, it doesn't matter. It just had to start as a rat. But I would like to finish the divine quest with the chosen still being a rat. I won't intentionally try to transform him into something stronger. We'll see if that's possible, but it should be. A rat can use jewelry, so we can give the rat the other ring for the divine quest, and hopefully it's gonna work. One more thing before we get into the game. This is a first episode, so as usual, the first episode is more like an introduction to the series, so we really won't play that much. Just go through all the settings, and we'll really start playing in the next episode. This time we'll probably do, I don't know, 3-4 turns, just have a look around the starting location, and that's it. Now, for the settings, new game, we know that we want to be playing as Triglav. I will do this on, I will try to do this on 200% difficulty. As usual, I'm not going for the last 3% that we would get from basically like a hardcore mode, but I really hate relying on just one save file when I'm recording, so 200% as usual. When we move next here, I already prepared what I want to go with. We of course are limited by the amount of points that we have here. I still have 14 god points that I didn't use for anything, but I already filled all the slots that we have available as Triglav. We can actually check what we have as the unique ability. At the end of each turn, your characters gain 0.4 experience point chosen stars with a special offensive skill. Well, that's a pretty good passive skill. So even if we are struggling early, we'll still be getting experience, which is super important. Especially for our children, I want to take that. Even if we don't fight during the winter, they will get probably at least 2 levels, even if they don't do absolutely anything. So I think, yeah, Triglav might be the strongest god there is. You have to unlock him, so it's logical that he'll be a bit stronger than most of the other gods. But the free experience, that's a massive boost. What did I decide to take? I wasn't sure not the main character. Like, main character will be the rat, right? That's here. But I wanted then to take one strong character that will be able to handle the early game. Wasn't sure if I take a hunter, or I was thinking about taking a gatherer actually, because during the winter early, getting food and fuel is a bit of a problem when you don't have a dedicated gatherer. But I decided to risk it. This is gonna be a super risky early game because I'm not taking a gatherer and I'm not taking any extra food, fuel, anything like that. So we'll basically have to find fish as soon as possible and also find some fuel. I'm hoping that from the basic items that we started with, we'll be able to dismantle at least one of them for a little bit of wood. I'll see about that. I'm not sure if the settings will even work with the winter start. I may reload once or twice to find the start where there is a fish and wood close by the starting location. We'll see about that. Okay, so Hunter, then we are taking Flock of Craftsmen. That's something that I unlocked. Each of your followers gets plus 2.5 crafting. I wasn't really sure what to take. By the way, can we take a neutral? No, we can't take like a neutral bonus in a slot that's specifically like, what is this? Turmoil, like focused, right? I have to take a card or a bonus that also belongs to Turmoil. So I basically, where is it? or what I'm trying to say, I'm very limited at what to take here. I could take like a family weapon. You have an advanced weapon right from the start, might be interesting. I was thinking, actually, as I'm thinking about it, maybe the 2.5 crafting isn't that good. If we get a dedicated crafter, the 2.5 will mean nothing. This would be just very early bonus. It might be better to take the weapon. Yeah, let's take that. There. So I'm taking family weapon and family armor for the hunter. We'll see about the family weapon. What it doesn't say what kind of weapon. I guess it can be anything, including caster weapons. We'll find out. I haven't tried this yet. I've tested the armor. I actually got legendary medium armor that was pretty garbage, but it was made out of tier 3 and tier 4 materials, so I'm not sure if it can be anything or if it's always legendary. We'll see about that. Then, of course, we have to take the rat as the main character. I'll still take children. That's the biggest problem, that I'm starting with 4 characters during winter and not taking extra food. That'll be the biggest problem early. And advanced gathering tools, I kind of have to take this, because without that, we wouldn't be able to gather enough food or fuel during the winter. There will be no chance. So I'm pretty much locked into this. The only 2 options that I could play around a little bit were these 2. I can't take more characters because I'm at the limit already. And when we check this one, this is light, I think. When we check the options with light, eagle eye, don't care, jumping fish, traveling by the sea, receive 2 fish each turn. I mean, it's nice, but does it really like save us? It helps a little bit. If it was, let's say, 4 fish, so that it would give enough food just by traveling along the sea to all our people, right? We need 4 food every turn. Then maybe I'd take it. But I think when it's only 2 fish, the family armor is a stronger option. And what else? New day. Each morning your characters get health, sanity, fate, extra movement. Meh. Nothing special really that would save us in this situation. Solar power, it gives you bonus during day, but penalty during the night. Again, don't like that. And there is nothing else. We have some more turmoil bonuses. Enemies give 15% extra experience point. It's nice. Yeah, but we already have the bonus from our god, so I don't think we really need more experience. And I think the family weapon will be a lot more like powerful than this. And then we have tough guy. Our followers get 10% health, but additional 5% chance to die when their health is below 30%. I really don't like the part about dying. So, well, I think these are like the best, this is the best combination of bonuses that we could get to help us in the early game specifically. So when we move next, then this has to be the chosen Rod of Destiny, same as the name of the achievement. And what else? I guess that's it. Start. Come on. Should have skipped this. Well, so here we are. I want to like go through all these tutorial first dialogues. There's nothing super important here, and we have seen this a couple of times before. So skip the story. We get our cosmic seed, and we get wood and mushrooms. So that's, I think, all that we have right now. We just have the wood for 5 days, and food for like 3 days. Ooh. No, we have food for 7. How do we have food for 7? Let's check the inventory. What exactly? Oh, we also start with some extra mushrooms and some fruit. That's something. Really? Ruby robes. That's the good armor that I got. Oh my god, that's bad. And the sword. The sword isn't bad, but really isn't good. And this is supposed to be like a superior gathering tool. Yeah, sure. Well, at least we have fish right next to us. If we could find wood, then we should be in decent shape. So, let's see. We have also a crossbow. Which one is better? Is it better to use the sword that's 7 damage? The crossbow is 9 damage. Which one is faster? The sword is faster. God, this is horrible. I thought this would be like a decent starting gear. This is such a garbage. Let's check the strength. 3. You are a bit stronger, so you'll get the sword. And you have a perception, so you'll stick to the bow. Anything that we could dismantle for wood. This is bones. God, the sword is bad as well. Okay. So no extra wood from the starting items. Well, how does the map look like, by the way? So elves are super far away and everyone else is very close. I thought that we could get the Elven Alliance this time. I'm not sure that I want to go that far. Whatever, we'll think about it later. So we can get fish, and maybe that's what we're gonna start with. We have fuel for 5 turns. And 4 movement. So I can do something like 1, 2... Now I have to go back 3, 4. Set up a camp, and let's see. We have 67. That's 130. Are you kidding me? We are missing 1 point. It's quite important that the 1 turn. Okay.
So, as tradition has it.
Can we cook something? We have a little bit of fruit, then we have mushrooms. This is mushrooms, both primary and secondary, and then we would go for, if we want to use just fish, we would have to use go for meaty meals. I'm not sure if it's worth investing the 1 point into the vegetarian choice, because we'll run out of mushrooms very quickly. And then we will just have the fish. So it might be better to just wait for the second advancement point and go meaty meals right away and then just use fish for cooking. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, hello. And there's a level up. You will be our second hunter, I think. We'll have a supported hunter right away. Hopefully. Oh, I should have checked our skills. Here. So, you have... There is our support hunter. Okay, so that's what we want to focus on. Then we have outmaneuver for yellow challenges. That's nice as well. So if you could level up both these 2 skills, we wouldn't need Zherka that early. Then... oh, I guess this is the extra offensive skill that we are supposed to start with. Then we have 32 days here for... oh wait, that's the red is starting with extra attack skill, not the hunter. Showing off bite and strength of the swarm. Can use armor, can't use weapons. So it's very important that we level up some skills. We won't have a weapon, and we can't use a pet. That's not such a huge penalty. I mean, pets can be pretty potent. What will suck the most is that we can't use a horse. The rat will always be quite slow, I think. 5 is manageable. weapon, if we get the skill to level 5, we can easily live without the weapon, and then we can use armor, we can use jewelry, and we can use tools, so it's not that bad. Usually the big problem is when you can't use either armor or jewelry. And the last child has hurry up and 41 turns. Okay. So close. I think I'll attack. I mean, I'll wait for them to attack us because otherwise we'll lose the points. Please attack me. Can I auto resolve? No. I'm not sure if we can actually handle this. How hard? 12 true damage. Are you kidding me? This is not just the difficulty to fight. Like this is easily 4. It's impossible to handle. For I don't know how long, for next 100 turns. I can't do this fight. At least we got the fish now. I wonder if I can even run away from them. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. This is the ideal place. If we can run away from those bees. Now, you will be our Sherka, I guess, and for the rat? We have showing off, so going int would be an option. Then the other option is to go strength. Make sure that we can use at least some items, right? Because we have strength, what, 2? Which means the carrying capacity is maybe 150 at this point. Let's see. 150, yeah. What do you think, guys? Int, smart rat, or strong rat? We'll have to take some strength no matter what. And we have a skill that is strength based. So I'm more like inclined to go for strength. But I mean, it's the rat of destiny. It's not a normal rat. So it would like fit quite well if it was a smart rat. You know what, let's make a cut here. I said this would be a shorter episode, just an introduction, so I think this is more than enough. We managed to die almost already, so that's promising as well. And let's see what's gonna be the decision here, guys. Do you want me to go for a smart rat or for a strong rat? We can still go, well, if I go int, we'll focus on int. If we go strength, we can always then like switch, because no matter what we're gonna end up with in the end, we need to take some strength. But if we go strength and then decide to go int later, there will be a huge waste, right? So what do you think? Smart or strong? That's the decision that we have to make before the next episode. And hopefully next time we'll be able to somehow get through the winter without dying. Probably just need one of our children to grow up, which is after the winter. Or maybe even if we get 1 extra point of gathering, so that we can get a stack of fish every 2 turns. That should be fine as well. Because when we arrive here, we get the wood, then we switch to the fish, and we should be fine as long as we are just sitting here. It's gonna probably be quite a not boring early game. because with all the random events, I think that will keep us busy. But we won't be traveling too much. We'll just sit here. This is like the perfect place that we wanted to find, right? Just sit on one tile and get both resources that we need. Well, enough talking. We are done with this episode, so I hope that you like the idea for the series. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.